Azure AI Agent Service. In this video, we will outline the process of utilizing Azure AI Agent Service to develop, deploy, and manage intelligent agents. Now let's talk about the Azure AI Agent Service. Please note that this is also referred to in the docs as the Azure AI Foundry Agent Service. The two terms are used interchangeably. This is a fully managed platform that allows developers to build, deploy, and scale intelligent autonomous AI agents. It's capable of automating complex business processes and integrates LLMs, enterprise data sources, and orchestration tools. The end result is that agents can make decisions, invoke tools, and participate in workflows. Let's go back to our trusty exhaustive list of available Azure AI services. And within this, we see that under the heading Generative AI, we have three services. These include the Azure AI Agent Service, Azure AI Model Inference Service, and, of course, Azure OpenAI. Of these, Azure AI Model Inference is not in scope for the AI-102 exam. You spend a lot of time using and talking about Azure OpenAI. All that's left now is the Agent Service. Now here's the thing to keep in mind about the service. It's very, very new. In the AI-102 exam syllabus, it is marked down as having a weightage of 5 to 10%. However, you should know that this has only just been added to the exam syllabus. The Agent Service itself was launched in public preview at Ignite, that's Microsoft Ignite, in November 2024 and reached general availability in May 2025. And the addition of the Agent Service to the AI-102 curriculum dates back to just about this time in April-May 2025. This video has been recorded in very late May 2025. Here are some of the sub-learning objectives under this heading. Understand the role and use cases of an agent. Configure the necessary resources to build an agent. Create an Octum agent with the Azure AI Agent Service. Implement complex agents with semantic kernel and autogen. We will, of course, study these. Implement complex workflows, including orchestration for a multi-agent solution, multiple users, and autonomous capabilities. And lastly, test, optimize, and deploy an agent. With this context in mind, let's turn to the Azure AI Agent Service. This is a platform for building agents, of course, and it integrates with several datasets and tools. The tools include Bing Search, SharePoint, Microsoft Fabric, and of course, Azure AI Search. Agents can currently perform actions through tools such as Azure Logic Apps, Azure Functions, and OpenAPI specified devices. It supports a wide variety of AI models, not just those from Create.IA, so we can also pick models from Meta, Mistral, and Cohere. And it has all of the good features which we would usually expect in terms of enterprise-grade governance and security, and it can be used from the Azure AI Foundry portal. Next, let's talk about the competitive landscape as far as the Azure AI Agent Service is concerned. Remember that this Azure service is very, very new, and so some of the first stepio and date have far more formidable capabilities. That's sure to change over time. Right now, agents seem to be so powerful and therefore potentially so dangerous that the bigger companies seem to be more cautious in terms of rolling out functionality. With that context, let's start with AWS Bedrock. This, of course, is the AWS offering, and it offers services both through Bedrock and through SageMaker. It allows developers to build, train, and deploy AI agents with deep integration into AWS tools and ecosystems. Then there's Google Cloud Vertex AI Agent Builder. This is the corresponding Google Cloud offering, and this too has advanced machine learning capabilities and integration with Google Workspace, and all of the usual features you would expect from a hyperscaler. Then there is Salesforce. The offering there is called Agentforce. This is an important player in this field. Agentforce integrates AI agents into its CRM platform, and it automates tasks like customer support, sales processes, and service operations. It has very deep integration with Salesforce CRM, of course, and so it offers tailored solutions for sales and customer service and a user-friendly interface. Another player worth mentioning here is Retool. Retool is a platform for building internal tools, and its agents feature allows for the creation of AI agents that can automate tasks and workflows within an organization. So, this has customizable agent behavior, integration with different data sources, and a deep focus on internal tool automation. Finally, There is OpenAI's Agent SDK. No one has ever accused OpenAI of timidity, and no one can accuse the OpenAI Agent SDK of timidity either. It allows developers to set up agents that can browse the web, retrieve files, and execute computer operations, of course, but it also allows agents to interact with external systems. This is done through the Responses API. There is also an Agents SDK, which allows the orchestration of multi-agent workflows. Now, there's a reason that Microsoft calls this the Azure AI Foundry Agent Service. The integration of the Agent Service in the Azure AI Foundry is very deep indeed. Let's understand now how the Azure AI Foundry offers an ecosystem for agents. Let's start with the Foundry Agent Service. This is a core managed service within the Foundry. This manages orchestration. That's the process of running and coordinating complex agent workflows. These workflows might involve multiple steps, tool calls, and interactions. Then there are managed threads. This is what allows concurrent operations of parallel tasks within an agent to be carried out efficiently. Then there's network isolation and OBO auth-auth integration. OBO is short for on behalf. These are really important because agents can actually securely access resources and perform linkage on behalf of a user. If your agent is going to pay your credit card bill, well, then the service used to build that agent better have proper authentication and authorization. Those capabilities come from the integrated development frameworks and toolkits. Next, let's talk about agent integrations. There is the Assistance API, and then there is A2A. That's short for agent to agent. We've dealt with the Assistance API before, but A2A is a new term. This implies capabilities for agents to communicate and collaborate with other agents, forming multi-agent systems. Then there are the usual sources of knowledge and tools. This includes OpenAPI tools, SharePoint, Fabric, Azure Functions, Azure AI Search, of course, and Bing. The LLMs, that is, the models which power the agents, can come from various sources, as usual in the Foundry. These might be direct models, such as OpenAI, models, ecosystem, or fine-tuned models, as well as BYO, that is, bring your own model. We're getting now to the more generic features of the Azure AI Foundry. These include Azure AI Content Safety, as well as Foundry observability, such as tracing, logging, and monitoring.